Once again, have a good morning.
Morning, sir.
Okay, this is me, Binusa, your examiner, and I'm here to take your speaking test.
Part 1.
By the way, may I know your full name, please?
Yes, this is Myra Nandama. You can call me Myra as I pronounce it.
Okay. So, Myra, may I get your ID, please?
Yes, sure, please.
That's all. Thank you. Anyway, let me know about your qualification.
Currently, I'm a student, but truthfully speaking, I'm not going to the school because I have completed my plus 2 board examinations and I'm in the phase of preparing for laboratory study to pursue the Masters in Accounting and Finance.
Right. Besides your academic qualifications, have you ever learned anything else? Or do you have extra skill?
Yeah. So there are some specific skills that I have learned. One is the computer skills to know how to use Excels. It was the course of 3 months that I learned from my mentor, like homely teacher, as well as I have learned to draw. I'm quite interested in the artistic things. Those kind of skills I've learned besides my studies.
Tell me a few sentences about family.
Well, I belong from a relatively large family. I have my granny and my parents and my 2 siblings. We are quite intimate with each other, and you can say we are a tie knot family.
All right. Who is the head of your family?
Of course, my father is my head of family. He is the one leader of our family. Besides all the important decisions are crucial, that is very beneficial for our family too. And as well as he is the man who is the source of income for our family to survive, to go on the pace.
Could you tell me 3 words which may explain exactly the characteristics of your dad?
Okay, honestly, my father has planned around the trips, which really makes him the wonderful person. I adore him, and he is regarded to be my role model. So the characteristics are he's very humble to his family members, like to us, very humble and kind, and he understands us, like whatever needs, necessities, and he tries to cover them all, like to fulfill the daughter's needs and etc. like that. And the one is, besides those things, he is very bold person, like he can take the risks and go for it, like in his business also, and taking the decisions, important decisions.
Okay. So, how often do you see your neighbors?
Without any doubt, I see them frequently because I roam here and there with my neighbors and talking to them. So on a frequent basis, I see them and talk and have a little bit of chat and help them when they need. Like for instance, in agricultural work or some ritual ceremony, I do help them.
Do you invite your neighbors to your home? Why not?
As we know, holistically speaking, we are social animals, and we have different rituals, so much of ceremonies, and so much of work. So in that case, we do invite our neighbors to have a quality of time with us, and also have a memorial time, like for example in the marriage ceremony or birthdays party, those kind of things. We invite them and make them a part of our happiness.
Do you ever think you are a good neighbor?
I think that's another question. Okay, but yeah, I do think I'm quite good neighbors because there are different kind of characteristics that make my neighbors love me and embrace me. First thing is I do talk with them very politely, the elderly people, and when they are needing help, I help them. And the thing is that I don't make a loud noise like turning on the speakers and disturbing them and shouting with my siblings and quarreling with them. I don't do that. Once in a blue moon only I do. So that's I don't make such kind of noise pollution or something disturbing to my neighbors or the next door people.
All right. Okay, now I'm going to give you topic card. So topic card is goes to you. Here it is.
Part 2.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So please begin.
When I was in grade 8, I visited the India's country, specifically Mirik and Siliguri, with my relatives, and I visited their like different shops and parks and so many exotic places with charismatic things. And when I was roaming in the market, my eyes got caught by a beautiful pots. And to let you know that I'm quite enthusiastic about the flowers and garden things. So my mother too. So I really love those pots, very elegant, mesmerizing pots. Although it was expensive when asked to the shopkeeper, but I really bought it because I really want that in anyhow at any cost. So I just lent some money from my uncle and got that pot. It was really beautiful. And when coming back from Siliguri Siliguri, I showed it to my mom, and she was also really, really delighted and very glad to have that pot. And and when we place that pot with the beautiful flowers and decorated in our home, that gives the cherries to the cake to our house decorations and all those like some vibing aura from that. And to let you know why it is my favorite is that because my mother is really keen towards it, and when she is happy, I'm also very happy. When she is delighted, I'm also satisfied and joyful. So this was the reason for me buying the sport, and it was a really good thing that I did for my home and for me.
Means what you bought it. Okay.
Yeah, myself.
Yourselves. Okay. Means base.
Part 3.
Okay, may I ask you some questions, Myra, from the part 3?
First,
Why do some people buy lots of the things for their home?
undoubtedly people who wants to have lots of things like chunks of things for their homes. They buy different kinds of products or the items that they want their house to look more attractive, decorative, very clean, and as well as about the things they just in other perspective they just want to show off to the people, because people nowadays are increasing to show off and to flex the things. That's why they bought some luxurious and very lavish, which are very expensive. So that might be the condition as well, because I've seen a lot of people buying useless old things which are not really necessary, but they want to show off. For instance, very
Okay, may I ask the next questions? Do you think it's very expensive to make a home look nice?
unfortunately, I don't think to buy a very luxurious items means making the home outstanding or fabulous. Besides, I think a home can be beautiful and very clean and very outstanding if you just give your whole heartly to it and maintain the cleanliness and assemble all the things in the right way. And apart from that, the beauty of the house looks and depends upon the family's connectivity rather than those luxurious items.
May I ask you the next question? So why don't some people care about how their home looks?
Uh, with my general point of view, there might be the different reasons for the people not taking care of their home, uh, through the busy life and all those daunting time. People feel really exhausted from their day-to-day life, like work to home, and children's looking over there. For example, mother nowadays, modern woman is now having a job and taking care of all the households and taking care of children. So, in the case of in this time, uh, people are not really caring about their home because of those circumstances.
In what ways is living in a flat or apartments better than living in a home?
There is a vast difference. Living in an apartment means you are paying rent to other people, like your rent lot, and there is quite pressure that you have to make the rent on time and give me a little bit pressures. Okay, but although there is a quite pleasant, but living in a house means that you are owning all the things by yourself and feel a kind of satisfaction. As well as in the house, it engrave all the memories that you have spent from your childhood, and which is really enlightening.
May I ask you the last question? So do you think homes will look different in the future?
Of course, without any doubt, it will look different. It will alter a lot. There will be a vast change and substantial change in upcoming days, because as you can compare the houses in the past, we used to be a small hut made of the bamboos or the woods. Now we are getting to the modern made of the concretes and well facilities, having loads of amenities. So I think to answer your questions, it will change a lot. There will be enormous change in the buildings and house. People will be living in a flat, huge tower buildings. Like that.
Okay, that's all. It's in the possibilities. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's learn Frazolia to 3 with Bin and Shaw.